I know Gage couldn't do much today, but he's throwing the ball around a little bit. How does he look with the receivers, and do you think he's kind of developing timing and things like that?
Sharp. He's a sharp guy. Looks pretty good. Yeah, we're excited to see what unfolds as time goes on.
How are things progressing at the left tackle? Is Liam looking more natural at that spot, and what do you think of Cade too?
Right now, I think Liam's ahead. Cade does a good job. Cade's really athletic, just needs to put it together. His good plays are good. He's just got to be a more consistent guy.
Coach, how was practice in your opinion today?
Explosive and inconsistent. It was explosive, though, both sides, I thought. Both sides I thought would do something pretty dynamic, but then both sides just up and down, but it didn't stay, and neither side stayed down for very long.
It seems like Tinsley's really improved his pocket mobility. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, he's continued to work at it, and I think that and I do think he's probably quicker now than he has been.
And how did Cameron look today in your view?
Explosive and inconsistent, I would say.
How has Lamont McDougall looked with a few more reps and a few more opportunities to play with the first team? I know he played scout team a lot in the fall and some O-line, D-line stuff, but
yeah, he looks really good. He's got he plays hard and he makes plays, and he's awfully tough to stop. He needs to push himself a little when he runs out of gas, but no, I think he's going to be a really good player.
Is he deceptively kind of quick and mobile? If you kind of look at him, and he might not look it, but it kind of seems like he is up there.
He's real quick in small spaces. He's got long arms for a guy his build. He's got great leverage, and he's strong.
Any similarities between him and his dad? I know it's been a while since he coached him, but anything that you can notice? Or
personality, yeah. They're built so differently. They're built very differently, but they're both quick. But their personalities are somewhat similar.
Did you see the news about the AAF today suspending their operations?
The who? What?
The AAF, the semi-pro football league.
Oh, I didn't. What happened?
They suspended operations. Just they weren't making much money, so they kind of shut it down today. And I know you have a few guys who Robert Taylor was on a team, and Coach Spurrier's dad. Do you have any thoughts on that league?
I think that's too bad. I mean, because I think football desperately needs a developmental league, and I think there's more to it than making initial money. Because if they're able to develop quality players for a couple of years in some of these developmental leagues, and then they move up to the NFL in the end, I think these teams will laugh all the way to the bank. I mean, they give guys money on the front end, and then they don't work out. If you're able to develop them, I think they could realize their investment better. I think there'd be more quality players, and I think I think the value of that league goes beyond just did we make money at the box office.
Do you have any idea on how a league like that could, become financially viable and sustain for a few years, and then really kind of make it?
Well, I think the NFL has to support it. I think the NFL has to support it and not be afraid to, pay the bills. And I think they'd get paid on the back end. And I do think on the back end they'd make a lot of money.
Coach, going off the NFL, I don't know if you've heard, but one of your former guys at Kingsbury is allowing phone breaks for his team, apparently. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, he can do whatever he wants, and that sounds great for them. It's probably not going to happen here, however.
Guys good with Coach?
You have a number of guys participating in Pro Day tomorrow morning. What do you think of Pro Day and the significance of that as far as their NFL?
It's an important step. It's but it's a starting point. I mean, no matter how well or somebody does in Pro Day, they have to make a team. They have to make a team, and they have to sustain themselves. And then, but Pro Day's a start. I think, there's no getting around having Pro Days. But I think, they're overemphasized. publicly. If the public's thrilled about it, I think it's great. I think, anything people are excited about, I think is fantastic, except for, it's merely a starting point. It's not like anybody has really established anything in Pro Day other than elevate or diminish their evaluation. But from there, they still got to turn into a player. That's why free agents make it all the time.